Finally, it's day 7 of our website development training using coding. Like, if you've been with us this far, you deserve an award. I am telling you. And today we are going to be learning something very, very interesting. Linktree. Oh my God, part 1. We are learning Linktree part 1. So without long argument, let's continue. And if you skipped any of these lessons, please go back and do them. Any of them that you skip is going to really affect you in whatever you're learning. So go back and fix all of them. So let's go. If you have not liked this video, hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And oh man, just drop thank you in the comment section. All right, so here they say welcome to the Linktree project. Here you will build your personal landing page. Here you're going to do a build personal landing page similar to the famous link in bio Linktree. Let's start with the HTML. Add an h1 element with your username between the opening and closing tag. All right, so if I come here, I will add the h1 element. You know how to do all this one, right? H1 element, the now said with your name between the opening and closing tag. So I'm just going to put Kutim Fire here. Kutim Fire. So I've done that. That's the first thing. You mark it. Spot on. Click on continue. They say now that we've created our first HTML element, let's add another one. Below the h1 element, create an h2 element. Add text that describes you between the opening and closing tag. All right, you can copy. They are giving you a sample. You can copy this one as aspiring software developer. Right, so you can come and do that for h2. Cancel. If it brings this, just cancel it. All right, you are not claiming questions yet. So your h2 element, they now said you should do what? Add text that describes you between the opening and closing tag. Which text describes me? Okay, I love providing opportunities. So the text I put in my own is I love providing opportunities for young people. So you just mark it. Put any text that you like your own. Say keep it up. Let's continue. Continue. Say fantastic. Fantastic. We now need some text to welcome the visitors to the page. Below the h2 element, create a paragraph element. Then inside the paragraph element, add a welcome message. So you are going to, from here you click on enter, then you are going to create your paragraph. All right, then you now add a welcome message, so that anybody that visits your landing page, the person is going to see a welcome. So welcome to my space. Add, okay, I'd really love to connect with you. So this is the text I put in my paragraph. Welcome to my space. I'd really love to connect with you. So I mark it. Very good. Spot on. You click on continue. Let's continue by creating our first ever link to another website. We are creating a link that leads to another website. Instruction 1 say below the paragraph element, create an element using an opening and closing a tag, anchor tag. Between the tags, add the name of the website you would want to link to. All right, add the name, either TikTok, Instagram, any website at all. Then if you like, add additional a element. All right, so if I come here, I want to create a code and anchor tag. All right, so inside here I'll go to my TikTok and copy the link to my TikTok and come and put here. So I've copied the link to my TikTok page and I just pasted it here. You can see you can copy any link from anywhere and put in your own. All right, remember that before your closing anchor tag, you need to add text. All right, so I'll come here and I will say TikTok. Okay, let me say join let's connect on TikTok. So I put the link to my TikTok and now said let's connect on TikTok. So anybody that comes to my page first sees my name, sees what I love doing, then they welcomes the person, welcome to my space. I really like to connect with you. I will now say let us connect on TikTok. So let's click on that. That is well done. It is very good. So click on continue. The next thing they said, we need to add the ref attribute to make the link work. All right. We need to add the ref attribute to make the link work. The value of the ref attribute allows us to specify the website we want to link to. Inside each opening anchor tag, add an ref attribute and set the value to the website you want to link to. In between quotation mark. Example. So honestly, I've done this. This is just what I've already done. The past instruction, I think I was rushing too much. The instruction there was just to add some like name of the platform you want the person to reach. All right. So let us just edit. Let's just leave it that way. Here, let me just edit it and then just put TikTok. Then I'll now come to the end here. I'll come and click on and now add another element. All right, this is where I will now paste my TikTok page link. I'll now type let's connect on TikTok. So I'll come to the end of this, the closing of the opening tag. I'll type let's connect on TikTok. So I've done that. I'll mark it. It says perfect, continue. You can see your code here, see your code, everything is going good. The next thing they said is let's add an image. Yes, we need to add an image. Let's add an image to give the page some familiar, some personal flair. All right, we want to add an image so that this website will look good. Now at the top of the page, right above the H1 element, add an image element within the image tag. Right, add an SRC as attribute and set the value to a URL that points to an image. So this is a URL that is given here. They said you should add this thing at the top, that is before your H1 element. All right, so what you do is open your image tag, yes. So you come to one, then you put your image tag src, then you now paste a link. I don't want you to be copying these ones. I don't want you to be copying your Mimo, this thing they are giving here. All right, you can decide to go and copy link from your Facebook, link to your image, or you can just copy this one and paste there depending on what you want. So you mark it. It's a great job. It is on spot. So you click on continue. See how far we've gone. Now they say now that we have an image, we need to ensure it doesn't break the page layout. Select the width attribute of the image element to a reasonable value in pixel. So now you're asked to set the width of this image. All right, to set the width of this image, you're going to come here inside this image, this thing. After that quotation mark, you are going to shift small, then you add width. You add your width. You put equal to, then open another equal tag. They said is what, 150. So make it 150. So you mark it. You see, great job. Click on continue. It's calculating spark. Very good. You click on continue. Our class is not done. Continue. Cancel, and then they say you made it, you've maintained 7 days streak and earned 300 coins. Got it. So here you can choose any of the boxes and enjoy the bonus right there. So you click on the add button here. So you've gotten it. Now you're moving on. We are still on Linktree part 1. So you click start learning. Now you're going to add a boiler code. We are going to use another, this thing is boilerplate code. All right, click on start learning. So here now, they say add element. They say an element is what we call the opening tag, closing tag, and code in between. An element, I hope you have always emphasized on holding your jotter, right? So here we said an element is what we call the opening tag, closing tag, and code in between. All right. Which one of these is an element? Which one of these things is an element? Is it the H1 or the button or the closing paragraph or this button with halo? And so the correct element is this, because it has the opening tag, it has the closing tag, and it has a code in between. The code in between is hello world. So submit. You say it's correct, click on continue. They say code an H1 element that displays my online store. So H1 element that displays online store, this is it, as simple as that. Continue. I said to create a web page, you will need an opening and closing HTML tag. Which one of these options will create an empty HTML web page? They say to create a web page, you will need an opening and closing HTML tag. Right? Which one of these options will create an empty HTML page? First, we have the paragraph tag, we have the button tag, we have the H1 tag, then we have the HTML tag. The answer is the HTML tag. Submit. Right? Create a web page by coding an HTML element. Remember, we can create an HTML element by coding HTML, and that is opening tag and then closing tag. So they say create a web page by coding an HTML element. So first to add our HTML opening tag and HTML closing tag. That's it. Click on continue. So you've just created the first, and the HTML and body element form the structure of a web page. We place elements we want to display inside of the body. Later we will learn about other elements that go inside of HTML to give web page style and make them interactive. All right, so what we are asked to do here now is to add the body element. After the HTML element, we enter the body element. So here is it, opening tag, closing tag. So you mark it. That's correct. Continue. Which one of these codes defines the body of a web page? Which one defines the body of a web page? It is what? The body element. Click on submit. It's correct. Say code the body element for this web page. You've been given the HTML element, just code the body. So first you open the opening tag, then your closing tag. First your opening tag, then your closing tag. This is the way it's supposed to be. You mark it. All right. Now we must place content such as heading inside the body tag. Display a heading on the web page. So for the heading, first your H1, then the heading, you close your tag. Top stories. Code the opening tag to display a button on the web page. Opening tag to display a button on the web page. You've been given the closing tag, so just click on this type button and then you close it. That's your opening tag. You mark it. You see it's absolutely correct. Click on continue. There's a display a paragraph underneath the heading on the web page. Display a paragraph underneath the heading. So first you enter your opening tag, your I love to code, then your closing tag. That's it. Continue. Display the larger heading on top of the smaller heading. Display the larger heading on top of the smaller heading. So the larger heading is what? H1, and then smaller heading is H6. So that's it. You mark it. Can you see that? Continue. It's calculating our sparks. And that is it for today. We just finished 7 days continuous streak. If you've been with us this far, you deserve an award. So you know what to do. Come and they say they are giving you this. They say up for challenge. Maintain your streak for 7 days and you double your investment. Accept it for 150 coins. All right. So you click continue, and that is it. We just finished lesson 1 under here. This is just lesson 1 that we finished under here. There's still another lesson to unlock from that place. So congratulations for going this far. If you've not liked this video, like it and share it to your friends, and see you tomorrow. I believe very, very soon you are going to be designing beautiful websites with me. So thank you so much for learning today. See you tomorrow.